Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm taking you on a night point of view drive with this car, the new MG ZS EV. So as the name suggests, this is an all-electric SUV, urban SUV. As you can see, we have a beautiful spec of the model in the video. Common Blue is the name of this color. You can immediately notice that this is an all-electric car thanks to the front. As you can see, we don't have the classic grille. We have this beautiful pattern. Here is your charging port, LED lights, which are standard here, and the LED indicators, which you see here. Tell me in the comments, how do you like the design of the car? If we unlock it once again, lights turn on. 17-inch wheels with aerodynamic parts in here. Side profile, 4 meters 32 as the length. And moving on to the rear of the car, we have a beautiful signature here for the rear LED lights. Let me lock it and unlock it once again. There we go. Very impressive indeed. Lettering of the model, ZS EV. Clean design down there. And yeah, well, let me just show you the trunk. This is how you open it. 448 liters of storage area. But now it is time to take it for a drive, for a night point of view drive. So if we come here, you will notice the modern interior with digital cockpit and main touchscreen. So let's see it from driver's perspective. Alright then, this is the view. Press the start button. It comes to life, and here is the gear selector. We have the message system is ready, so you just do this and we are into drive. This would be park, neutral, and reverse. So let's put it to drive and let's start today's drive in silence, of course. We had the rain outside, so of course you do hear the tires. But yeah, this is an all-electric car. We have the long-range model today. 72.6 kilowatt-hour battery, 440 kilometers of range by WLTP standard, 156 horsepower electric motor and front-wheel drive layout. Let's talk about the figures. 8.6 seconds to reach 100, top speed 175 kilometers per hour. So those are really some decent numbers, but there's also an impressive number of just 3.6 seconds acceleration from 0 to 50 kilometers per hour, since this car has got the electric motor with 280 newton meters of torque. So really a lot of torque. Driving modes are here. I will show you the differences between them. You have normal, sport, and the eco. Of course, the range changes depending on the mode that you select, and the throttle response, obviously. In sport mode you get the instant throttle response and really great acceleration. Now let's talk about the layout here. This interior is really good. It is very modern indeed. You have the nice sporty steering wheel with the flat bottom. You also get the digital cockpit, 7-inch screen in front of us, and also the 10.1-inch touchscreen, sort of like the floating screen here in the middle. And once again, this cool gear selector, wireless charger for your phone. And overall, it's a really nice place to be here behind the steering wheel. So we are now going on a relaxed night point of view drive throughout my hometown of Zagreb. There we go. And you may notice this, we have the 360 view and cameras, which can be very useful, for example, if you're close to the curb. So these cameras, you have the view when you are driving on low speeds. There's also a 360 view. I will show you that as well. I can actually show you that right now when we will be moving here to the left. So there we go. You can press the 3D and now you have the view of the car, which is really cool. Yeah, you need to press this one, and now 3D. There we go. So we can move and you see the animation moving as well. Of course, when you accelerate, then you go back into the main menu, but it's a very cool feature. In front of the driver, digital cockpit with different views available, driver assist systems, tires, and the messages about the car. Here is where you can adjust the brightness of the screen, speed limit alert as well. And here is where you have the classic layout, battery, electric motor, and energy flow. So all can be seen here. And you also see the consumption. For the last 837 kilometers, consumption 15.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, so that's really good. And you may see the flow here, the power flow, and then the speed on the left. The navigation is very cool. I will show you when we will be stationary, but currently we don't have the maps of Croatia because this car will be launched and will be available in Croatia at the beginning of next year, and then there will be a software update and the whole region will get the maps. But for now I can show you the maps of Italy, for example, because those are the ones that we have on the navigation. But I actually went and searched for Venice and it's got the nice 3D view of the buildings, so it will be the same with Croatia as well. Now that we are stationary, let me show you the driving modes. So there we go: Eco, Normal, and Sport. And here cares, this is for recuperation of energy. You have 3 levels. 3 is the maximum recuperation. Now when I release the throttle, the car is slowing down, but it's not slowing down that much, not that hard, so you will still end up using the brake in various situations. And the drive itself is really smooth. Let's put the sport mode on. And here we have also the blind spot assist. You see, this is flashing, and that way you know that you have the car in your blind spot. This is part of the luxury trim, which we have. Comfort trim is the standard one, still gets you a lot of equipment, but luxury line gets you some of the additional extras, such as the panoramic roof, blind spot assist, and for example the leather seats and rear cross traffic alert. The screen here, pretty good. You can also go for the light theme, but of course for night, dark theme is way better. How do you change the AC? Well, that's an interesting one because there are 2 options. You can either change it with the buttons, which are located here. So here is how you adjust the air blower, and here is how you adjust the temperature. Another way to do it is here on touch. So that's also possible depending on what you prefer. I find it easier with the buttons. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Here you have also the home button, So the system is really easy to use. And also if you press this, you have the battery status and various information about the drive range and stuff like that. And there are two versions. So the long range version, which we have here in the video, 72.6 kilowatt hour battery, as I already told you, and the standard range, 51.1 kilowatt hour battery. So depending on what you need, tell me in the comments which battery option would you choose. Both have the front wheel drive layout, and yeah, well, I really am enjoying the drive. And this thing, roller here, cup holders, and when you press this, you go into the battery management. This is like the shortcut for that. Press this scarce 2 times. Now we don't have recuperation, so now the feel when you release the throttle is just like the standard petrol or diesel cars. So yeah, you can configure this out. Not sure if camera is catching it, but you see 1, 2 or 3. This is for the maximum recuperation. And the section here is illuminated, as you may see on the camera, but what I would love to see is maybe some ambient lights. So on the dashboard, I think it would suit the car very well, since we have the lovely screen and the lovely digital cockpit. Tell me in the comments, do you agree with me, or you don't like ambient lights? I really love those, so I think it would be a cool addition to this overall very nice interior indeed. Now I've stopped to show you more details of the interior itself. You see we are now in P, and once again, drive, neutral, reverse. When you put it to reverse, you get the rear view camera view, but let's put it back to park. Wireless charger for your phone, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto also available: USB port, USB-C port, and 12-volt power supply. Not sure if you can see that. This is the volume knob, so it's easy to control the volume. You have two buttons, here or here on your steering wheel. Moving on, the infotainment system, the main widgets are here, and the options and all of these settings can be adjusted here. 360 view, once again, cameras throughout the whole car, and 3D view. When you press the indicator, you see that the view changes here as well. And if you want 2D view, there you see the view from the cameras. And yeah, well, cup holders, some additional storage room, and also here is where we have the price list. Luxury, long range, that's the trim that we have, 40,868 euros. And you can also get the standard one, would be comfort and standard range, 34,809 euros. Of course, if you get the incentives for electric vehicles, then the price is lower. And yeah, well, it's really, I think, good value for money. So tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this interior? Oh yeah, I want to show you the navigation. So of course, as I told you, we don't have the map of Croatia and this whole region yet. However, if I go to Italy, let's go to Venice, at least here on the map. There we go. And now you will see the beautiful design and beautiful layout, 3D shape of the buildings. Look at this, Piazza San Marco, and the beautiful buildings of Venice. Anyway, so you see that when we get this in Croatia, it will also have the lovely 3D view of the buildings. But now it is time to continue our drive. Put the car to drive. You see a bunch of systems helping us with the drive. And speaking about the range, so once again, WLTP standard, 440 kilometers of range. Real range in my case between 365 up to 390 kilometers on one charge, so I think that's really good. And charging, DC charging up to 92 kilowatts, AC up to 11 kilowatts. To charging up to 80% can be done in around 40 minutes time. If you press the car icon here, you go into the driver assist and safety systems menu. This car has the lane assist, traffic jam assist, front collision warning, pedestrian automatic emergency braking, rear driving assistance system. So really packed with technology. So that was pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this night point of view drive. I find this really a relaxing drive in this car. I hope you find it that way too. And stay tuned for more. I filmed the full review of this car during the day, so there you will see more details about the infotainment system and stuff like that. And yeah, well, I will also do a drive during the day on highway, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe and see you on the next one. Bye bye.